Um, I think, man, the guy's an awesome football player. Number one, I've had the chance to watch him in his ODU days, obviously playing in Virginia. So, I think shoot the kid. I think he threw for like 750 yards one game. So, I knew he had it in him. Obviously, when we played against Carolina and he came in and drove the ball down the field, it's some things that you just can't teach, and he has that it factor, and you can't teach that.
When you were watching him back in Virginia, you knew he had this in him.
I mean, obviously, you don't know what it'll pan out to in the NFL, but as soon as we signed him, Coach Turner came over to us and said, "Hey, man, we had this guy in Carolina a couple of years, and he filled in with Cam when we were making a playoff run when he was hurt, and so me knowing him, just watching him play football at ODU and him throw the ball. Obviously, he has a talented arm. I didn't know he was that fast, but I mean, he came in and played a hell of a game, man. Like you couldn't ask for a guy to come in here and play any better.
Morgan, what did you think? What did you think of him watching him on that touchdown run where he had to dive in the end zone?
I mean, his ability, the ability to stay in the pocket and when things unfold, and I think he read that corner that was kind of like had his back turned to, I think it was Terry, and he took the opportunity, and obviously, it's playoffs, so the guy took a dive, and obviously got a little banged up by it, but that's what you want from out of quarterback. Every quarterback that we've had, Alex, obviously he came back and put his body on the line. You can't ask for anything more than that as a teammate and as a player.
Hey, Morgan, okay. Sorry. When you and your teammates found out that it was going to be Taylor starting this game, what was your initial reaction? Were you all rallying around him because it's the playoffs? And even though it's your fourth quarterback of the season, fourth starting quarterback, it seems like some of your guys, like Chase Young especially, has really been spending time hyping him up and having his back.
It's just like the way he carries himself in the facility, in the building. He's a true pro. I can't tell you why he was on the street before we picked him up. Because obviously you see him out there playing today. He has every quality of a football player that you want. And I'm just glad we got him. And I'm glad, he did a great job, man. Like it's no words to explain the performance that he had today. He stepped up in there in a big time stage, and I commend him for that.
Hey, Morgan, you've, obviously seen a lot of tough days around here, and I know this doesn't feel good because ultimately you lost, but can you explain, I guess compared to everything that you've been through, like the kind of difference between after this loss and after other, losses, I guess about the direction of the franchise?
I think the most important thing is, man, like I appreciate every guy in this room that we have. Nobody gave us the opportunity or the chance to be here in this moment. And we've been through a lot as a team, with Coach Rivera, him battling cancer and the other coaches stepping up and then the players stepping up and us leaning on each other. It's probably been one of my funnest years playing football with these guys, man, just because it's been all football between us. And, man, it's just a loss for words, man. Like, I appreciate these guys, man. I think the future is bright. We got a lot of great players, man. I wish we could have got it done today. We fell a little short, but the future is bright. I feel great about the players that we have, and I feel great about the building that we'll be doing in this offseason, bringing new players, draft and all those things, man. I look forward to it, but I think you've seen us gel together in the second half of this season. And a lot of guys put it on the line, man. And I, as a veteran guy who's been here for 7 years and kind of been here and seen everything, I appreciate the hell out of that, from the younger guys all the way up to the veteran guys, man. It means a lot. I'm just happy to be a part of this team and be a part of this culture, man. And I look forward to getting back to work in the off season.
Morgan, have you felt like this before at the end of a season prior?
Bro, it's been a long time, man. I mean, I think I've said since day one, man, like I've probably been a part of more talented teams. But this group of guys, man, in this locker room, I wouldn't trade them for the world, man. I honestly wouldn't, man. Like every guy that we have in this locker room comes in every day, doesn't complain, man. We got star guys like Terry McLaurin that, that deserves the ball every play, just about. But you know, when he doesn't get the ball, you still see him out there running his route the best way he can and getting other guys open. And I think that's the biggest thing when you got guys that are at the top of their game and they're willing to sacrifice a little bit to get the team to move forward. That's when you really know you got a football team.